Theory of authentic is not just a theory, it is a way of thinking, living, speaking, moving, and everything. Authenticity doesn't mean only being original or being yourself. It does also mean that you have to be aligned with what you think you are and what you are in the reality itself. Let me be honest with you. I'm very happy to see you here today. And today I will be talking about a topic that it is very, very important. That in the last few years, it made me think a lot on this subject. Well, especially I wanted also to help understand the theory of authentic is not just a theory, it is a way of thinking, living, speaking, moving, and everything. Authenticity doesn't mean only being original or being yourself. It does also mean that you have to be aligned with what you think you are and what you are in the reality itself. Let me be honest with you. I want to share with you what I have learned. Like sometimes we can have conflicts within ourselves, like between who we are and who we think we are. And like these things can be on a dysfunctional level because we are not aligned. And it is fine because we pass through a lot of phases in our life where we change behavior, way of dressing, way of thinking, and it's all right. I think normally people has to have this connection between who you are and who you think you are. Like once you realize what you want in life and everything that it is kind of like important for a person to achieve. But sometimes there is people around us who kind of like make us think, okay, but I don't feel that person is authentic. And it does happen that in our life sometimes we are kind of unauthentic people and we just kind of like, oh my god, what I've done. Like we just start like doubting ourselves and think like, oh no, it cannot be like that. Whatever. So I've put here some points. So the thing is that the authenticity, it is not for everyone. It's not because it is a luxury or something. It is because that we learn how to fake, how to manipulate, how to manage people in a certain way just only for our benefit. These things. And those things are very negative and are very unethical, doesn't follow any principles besides devil principles, you know what I mean? To be authentic, what I think it is that we have to build the figure in our brain, in our mind first. So for example, if I see that I am an honest person, I have to build it in my mind and be like, yeah, I am an honest person because in the episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in my life, I was honest. I said, and I had the courage to say whatever has to be said in that position. I'm not afraid of like thinking outside the box in front of people or anything like that. And I am brave. I have courage that in that moment nobody had. So we have to be like honest with ourselves. This is not arrogance. This is facts. So we have to put down some facts that we can see that it does align with the reality. So when you build the figure in your mind, it's not an imaginary figure. It has to be a figure that aligns with your past and with the person that you are now and with the person that you want to be in the future. So if some things want to be changed, you don't like anymore the way that you overreact or the fact that you overreact, you want to change it. You think about it. You see in the moment where you had this reaction of not overreacting, and then you sign it down. Okay, how I did it. What was like the main thing that pushed me to not overreact? So if you build the figure, it will be much easier. If you don't build the figure in your brain, it will be much harder for you because it's literally like thinking about a project and just starting it now. And I hate that. I hate it, to be honest. But it's up to you. But the most important thing that you have to build a figure that is aligning with your characteristic, your personality that was in the past and that are now. So in your brain, everything makes sense. Because it doesn't make sense, you are just pretending to be authentic. But one thing about authenticity that people can sense it. So you can sense it if a person is authentic or not from the first sight, because they are who they are because they are who they are. To be authentic, it is to stop proving other people that you are worthy. Okay? So the first thing that we live in this life to fulfill only one thing. Okay? One thing it is to be a good Muslim and prepare for the hereafter. Second thing, we do live in this life. We came alone, we will go alone. We were an atom and we will finish our life in a grave. Okay? The third thing is that something that you have makes other people happy, sad, or angry, or envy, jealous, whatever. It is their problem. It has nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? Like, if I think about it, I'm not responsible of what you think about me, especially if you don't know me. You know, especially if the first impression is that one. There is some people who are authentic, but they are the bad side of authenticity, and we can feel it. Like, for example, those that you feel from the outside, but I just think is a fake one. But let's say that from the films, the people how they act, they give me that the fact that they're authentic, they know what they're doing. You know what I mean? So we don't have to prove anything to anyone, especially if we are or are not worthy of their attention, of whatever. We stay there, like that. We stay here and we're waiting for the person to treat us right, to think that we are worthy, and all of this. All of this. We are there. We're like a apple that fallen from a tree and we are waiting for someone to pick us up. Okay? The thing is that in this situation, you yourself define yourself unworthy. Because why you have this emptiness inside, I need someone to give me the worthiness trophy, worthiness sensation. Why do you have it in the first place? It is because you don't have the feeling of that you are worthy. When people treat you worthy, then you'll be like, yes, I'm worthy. This worthy feeling is just like for 1 hour, 2 hours, and after that there is emptiness inside of you, and this emptiness leads to a very vicious cycle where you are waiting for someone to treat you well and treat you that and treat you that to make you feel in the other way. And oh my god, this is like, it is not easy. So we want and we need to make for ourselves things easy as much as possible, because life is already tough, and also like we sitting in here and waiting for whatever, it is not what we wanted. It is not what we wanted. And tough times do exist. Okay, no matter what you're gonna say to me, tough time exists, bad situation exists. No matter how your mindset it is set up, things happen to you that's very bad. And thank God, alhamdulillah, that these things happen. So you need to know yourself. And knowing yourself can take ages, can take weeks, can take months, can take years, can take like decades, okay? It doesn't matter. You don't have to compare you with me, and I don't have to compare you with anyone, okay? Because we are unique as we are. And nobody has the right to define us or take our identity from us just because they feel that they can understand who we are. So the fourth point, it is not everyone understands authenticity, and not everyone can be one. Okay? So it is okay. You do not understand. So because I'm telling you why I'm bringing this up, because I am kind of like, okay, what are you trying to do? So when there is this kind of group, let's use a group of individuals. Some knows someone and some doesn't know. Still, because I think there is two types of authentic people. The first one is a strong authentic, and the second is a weak authentic. The weak authentic does know is authentic, but she cannot prove it, so she stay in that corner waiting for the moment of I don't know what. The strong authentic prove himself and herself in that situation, in that group. Whatever gonna happen, I don't care. It is me because I know myself, you know what I mean? So it is aligned. So if I think that sheeps are blue, and I'm saying it out loud, sheeps are blue, you know what I mean? People can make fun of you, can like, what, you crazy, or like, but the most important thing, being authentic means also like not copy others. But copy others in this society nowadays, it is so easy that not copying, it is a crime, if I'm not copying you, or I'm not copying the best version of this earth, like, if nobody's like, you are not worthy, you are not authentic, you're not whatever. No, you are authentic, you're worthy. You just need to work on yourself. You just need to be more confident and more like, understanding that something is going in there, we have to work on it. But as I said, not everyone can understand authenticity, so don't expect for everyone to be like, oh yeah, good, you did good, you're stick to you, blah blah blah. No, it doesn't work like that. We don't need any approval from the outside. If an approval come, thank you, alhamdulillah. If an approval didn't come, khair, fiha khair, maktub, maktub. We cannot change the maktub, isn't it? It's maktub. So why everyone cannot identify authenticity and why everyone cannot be happy with it, simply because they are very used to the same thing, same environment. And I think that it is a very stinky binky environment. It's not nice. It is very environment with everyone, it is envy of everyone talking about everyone, backbiting everyone. It's not nice, it's not safe, it's not healthy, it's not everything. And as I said, not everyone can be authentic, not everyone can understand it. So it is okay, we have to make peace with it, because it's not up to us. Up to what is up to us, it is that we have to be authentic, responding to what we have here, and put it through the reality. Able to put it through in the reality, we have to work on it. Nobody gonna work for you, nobody gonna do it for you, because it is you. Okay, because we learned to fake everything and be happy when even we are sad. No, we are sad, we are happy, we're happy. This is where authenticity comes. Also, when you're saying an opinion, this is where authenticity comes from. Also, when you are standing up for yourself, for someone, when you're helping someone, when you put someone through a good path or helping, also when you, through your action, you are showing that this thing you're doing it because here it is aligned to what you're doing. You're not doing it for the sake of everyone, you're doing it for the sake of you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Also, I will add on this that authenticity also, it is the niyyah, the intention. So if your intention, it is authentic, it is authentic. If it's not authentic, it will return back to you, because if it's authentic, it will return good on you. If it's not authentic, it will return back to you, because it is not authentic. So it's like when you see someone, it's like, Allahumma barik, something like that, but then inside you envy them, it will return to you. Exactly, it will like bounce, poof, and return to you. As when you are say Allahumma barik and you're very happy for them, like when you're like literally like inside you feel like very good for them, and Allahumma barik, mashallah, you had this, mashallah, I'm really happy for you, and it will return back to you, but also will benefit them. At the same time, I think that if you have bad intention, but just kind of a look of Allahumma barik and look of happiness, but the inside is bad, it will harm them first and bounce on you as well. And also here we have, whatever you need, it is within yourself. So we have to pay attention to what we surround us with. The environment, guys, it is very, 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 very important, because the environment, it's what we create us. If we have nothing in our environment, let's start to put something inside. Being respectful, being that you are just reflecting what it is your education, what education that your parents gave to you and what you gave to yourself in the same time. So because we can educate ourselves as our parents educate us, but the thing is that when we educate ourselves, it's a bit hard because we have already a scheme and way of thinking that it is different. And also, I want to tell you guys that always listen to what you have inside of you. Listen to your heart because your heart speaks to you. I've just discovered that listening to your heart benefit you much more than listening to your brain, because your brain just think about like, oh yeah, this and that, the fear, the amygdala that we have here. The amygdala perceive the risk before the risks happen, because it's a signal that's coming from here to here. By the way, you can read all this theory from the book Emotional Intelligence. And also, guys, read books. I'm not telling you because you have to do it for me. I'm not telling you, but when you read books, it is like when you open a door in your mind which is already there by reading somebody else's thought. You just think with your mind with what they wrote. So it is amazing because you're creating a masterpiece in your mind, and a unique one, based on people experience and what you felt while you were reading the book in your mind. So this thing that you were imagining will never repeat itself, and also the feeling will never repeat itself because it is unique, right? It is a very beautiful thing. I would like also to share this, The Alchemist book. I just wanted to say that read guys, please read. It will help your brain, it will help your health, it will help everything, because reading, it is a way to start healing your heart as well. And for the people who are Muslims and who read Quran, the Quran, it is something that it is undescribable. Okay, this will help you to be authentic, because we are unique in our form. Okay, nobody it is like me and nobody it is like you. So while we're reading a unique book, and because we are unique, we just like fond yani we just like the book with our experience, especially with the Quran, because the Quran brings up everything that will ever happen, already happened, will happen, it is happening in your life. Okay, because it is a book of truth. Okay, and reading the Quran means that you read yourself as well, that you read yourself, you implement a new vision, you ask yourself what I am doing with my life, where I'm going. We are human at the end. And this is my last message before I finish. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the video and like the video, please smash the like button, and also comment, share, and subscribe to help my YouTube channel to grow. And I will be so thankful for you guys that you arrived till here, because for me it means a lot. And also, I hope that this video helped you out in order to understand the authenticity theory. And also, don't be afraid of discovering yourself, and also don't be afraid of like understanding yourself. Life is beautiful, you are beautiful, and see you next time.